You guys got good seats. So by the time it'll warm up, I wonder if they're going to be 50. They're definitely
live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, coming to you from South Brunswick here for this presentation of ACHA Division III men's hockey. Final game of the regular season for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights as they play host to St. John's here on this Sunday evening. Aaron Hook along with you all. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Should be an exciting finish to the regular season for Rutgers, trying to clinch that #1 spot at the end of the regular season in the MCHC Atlantic Division. Coming in 14-9 are the Scarlet Knights on the year. Top of the division at 45 points. Puck has dropped. We're underway here from Pro State in South Brunswick. Scarlet Knights open up in the offensive zone. Poked free, back out towards the point. Now handled there by St. John's in their own zone. Up towards center ice. Avery Acuna, one of the two seniors honored pregame tonight. And now taken, shot in front, and they score. Didn't take long. Jacob Campbell gets the Scarlet Knights on the board. Campbell right there on the doorstep, able to convert. Mateo Nunez gets the credit on the assist. And a quick goal for Rutgers just 48 seconds into this one. And we go right back to the dot at center ice. #15th goal of the season for Campbell. St. John's through center. That one dumped in. Behind the net, Tim Downs shoveling at that one. Picked up in the zone momentarily there by the Scarlet Knights. This one still hanging out behind the net. Now taken ahead by Zimmerman. Outlet. Through center with a shot. That one went wide. Casino Pistone is the netminder for St. John's. Road team in their defending zone. Pistone makes the pad save on the shot. Ricochets down towards the near corner. Back up top to the point for Patapovic, trying to skate through traffic. Reclaims the puck, and this one broken up. Taken here by Chris Gardano. Gardano had his pocket picked. Scarlet Knights the other way with numbers in the offensive zone. A shot and a save from Pistone. On the other side for Rutgers, the freshman netminder, Lucas Cohen, making his 10th start of the year. Offensive zone face-off here coming for Rutgers, and they win it. Shot from the point, that reaches Pistone. He kicks it aside, rebound in front. Taken by St. John's as they look to deposit the puck out of the zone. There was a whiff there in the high slot from McIsaac. Scarlet Knights able to reclaim it behind the net. AJ Andres lost his footing there. That one flipped down towards the net. Rebound try in front, they score! Waiting there on the weak side was Brady Vea, who gives Rutgers a quick 2-0 advantage here 3 minutes in. This is a St. John's program revitalized. First season for them since 1980. And this is just the 4th game they're playing here in the regular season. And they only have 11 players dressed for this game. So certainly some challenges for St. John's coming into this one. Rutgers has built an early 2-0 lead and made it 3-0. It's a barrage here in the opening minutes. Gavin Reeder going top shelf for his 24th of the season. And Rutgers out to a quick 3-0 lead. And a good start for the Scarlet Knights, who with a win today would secure the #1 seed in that Atlantic Division for the postseason. They've given themselves an early cushion. Just behind the net for Campbell. Brings it out to the corner. Now feeds Nunad back here for Campbell. Nunad got tied up. This one deflects to the point. Inoue forced to retreat to the neutral zone. Now dumped in. St. John's. A lot of time early on here in the defensive zone. Nunad tried to part the sea there. Back here with Inoue at the red line. Inoue now with the zone entry. Puts this one aside. Flip back up. Campbell. Reeder had it poked free for a moment. Regains possession. And off to Acuna, who dumps in once again. St. John's has got control of it now. They send it to the far side. And they make a quick change. As Inoue. Cross ice feed looks for Campbell. That's broken up by Dardano. Now Reeder the other way. Ends onto the puck, waits for some help, lost it. Thought he had a man behind him. Dardano got his stick on it. Reeder gets this one right back. And now the board battle ensuing. It's taken here by Reeder. Reeder puts this one in front. Campbell shot saved by Pistone. Ricochets out to Downs. Downs able to find Jamie Zimmerman. Near side, Zimmerman. Gorshkov had it poked free. Stays here on the near side. Patapovich. Dardano standing in. Had it taken away from behind. And now Cohen out from the crease to play it behind his own net. Downs hounded on the forecheck. Ricochet, Patapovich. This one takes a ride around the boards now here to the near side, and Zimmerman's got room to work through center. Zimmerman standing in, fires a pass in front, and the shot saved by Pistone. That was Gorshkov who was on the doorstep. Could not convert. Gargano standing in the other way. Just not a ton of time in the offensive zone for St. John's here in these opening 6.5 minutes. At center now it's Tim Downs. Finds some space in the high slot. His shot deflected and out of play. And we pause with 13:20 to go in our opening period. Another offensive zone face-off for the Scarlet Knights. St. John's able to win this one. Courtesy of Andrew Delenio. Delenio fires one. Looks for DeLoya there. And taken back here by the Scarlet Knights and down. Now Andres on the zone entry. Fires a shot, and Pistone right in the breadbasket, able to make the save. Shots right now favoring Rutgers 9-0. It's a 3-0 advantage for the Scarlet Knights. This is a Rutgers team that's been scoring a lot of goals, 5 or more in 4 of their last 5 contests. That one broken up at the point. Giordano stays onside as he skates in behind the net. Had it momentarily. It was poked free by Ian Fu, and now Rutgers comes the other way. McIsaac puts this one aside for Calandra, and his shot was saved. Now down in the corner, Calandra looking for it. Sniffed out there by Tommy Natola. Trying to get it to Giordano, who has it now, and he'll send it back around. Natola pokes this one free, punches it up ahead. Here's Bold standing on into the offensive zone. Fires one across for Giordano. Giordano shoved aside by Panapovic. They swing it back to Bold, who couldn't handle it that time, and he'll retreat. Played by Inoue here in his own zone. Now Brins through center. Inoue carrying it onto the offensive zone, and a pad save for Pistone. Deflection to the corner. Trying to play one in front. That one was tipped away. That shot saved with the pad by Pistone off the stick of McIsaac. Scarlet Knights retain possession here in the offensive zone. To the point, Inoue fires one that just goes wide. Off the rebound, swept in front. Pistone made one save, but he can't make a second. The Scarlet Knights cash in their 4th here in the opening period. It belongs to AJ Andres, his 6th of the season. Well, it was 3 goals in the opening 3 minutes and change for the Scarlet Knights, and it was about 5 minutes of what you could call a drought there in this opening period, but they cash in and make it 4-0. It was off the center ice faceoff. Campbell skates in now, looking for more. He opened up the scoring, now finds Inoue back here for Campbell. Campbell, nifty move, got to his forehand, but had it poked free. Puck rides up the near side. And now taken back here by St. John's momentarily before Nunad takes it back. Skating in, Nunad to the backhand, a shot. Pistone made the save. Possession wrestled for in the corner and shot back out. Rutgers in their own zone now with Nunad. Nunad skated into a pair of St. John's defenders there. Swiatowski takes a shot. That went wide. Recovered here by the visitors, but now rests on the stick of Kai Inoue. At the far wing, it's Campbell. Reeder. Standing through traffic. Reeder wraps it around, fires a shot. Pistone with the pad save again. Just over halfway through this opening period. Panapovic now carries through center. Panapovic skates into space. St. John's looks to clear here. Rutgers retains possession. They looked for a feed there for Campbell. It was broken up. Giordano on the near side. That's a clean entry there for Tommy Natola. Took a bounce off of his stick. Recovered down in the corner by Downs. Zimmerman trying to move through center. On to Reeder. Reeder back in front for Zimmerman. He tried to get to his backhand and nearly collided there with Pistone. Now a shot comes from the point. Pistone gets the pad out to save it. Wraparound try by Zimmerman is denied. Adapovic hangs onto the puck. Fires a shot. That one blocked in front. Delenio stepped in front of that one. Cohen will flick it back to the near side. Around the boards, it'll reach Zimmerman. Zimmerman through the neutral zone. Looks for a teammate, hands onto the puck here. Dumps it in behind the net. Got it there momentarily to Dean Campanaro. Gorshaw puts it back into the zone. Zimmerman whiffed on that one. Recovered here by Swiatowski and St. John's. Now possession changing hands. Campanaro reached out, got a piece of that one. Now he carries in. Was dug out there by Fogarty, and this one sent all the way back down here for Cohen. Up ahead. Campanaro has some space, fires a shot, and the save made by Pistone. 6:56 to go there in this first period. Shots on goal squarely in the favor of the Scarlet Knights here in the opening period, 18-1. As you can see there up on our scoreboard. Great job as always by our crew at Breakout Sports Broadcasting. This is the final game of the regular season for Rutgers and the penultimate regular season game here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Our crew doing a great job, as always, bringing you all the action here from Pro State in South Brunswick. Rutgers wins yet another faceoff and a quick shot down towards Pistone. Lost his footing there in the crease. And it's hung on to here by the Scarlet Knights. Brady Villa standing with it. Oh, right in front there was McIsaac, but he could not bury it. Off the deflection. And when ricochets out of play, and a whistle will stop us with 6.5 left in the opening period. Now again, we mentioned just 11 players dressed for this one for St. John's, and Pistone is the only goalie, seemingly. So he's taken a lot of fire here in the opening period. 19 shots on goal from Rutgers as Villa carries in. Villa trying to put one in front. Nobody home that time, looking for Nico Calandra. And now broken up, taking the other way. And up ahead, Gardano's got room in front. Trying to get to the backhand. And the puck was swept away before he could get the shot off. That's the best opportunity St. John's has had so far. They make the change as McIsaac handles now. Bouncing puck in front of the crease. That steers wide. This one put in front once again, and it was broken up. And we've got a whistle as seemingly the net a little bit out of place there. And a penalty called here against St. John's as well with the whistle. And so Rutgers ends on the power play for the first time. They get Tommy Natola in the bin for 1:30. So Rutgers looks to add to their lead, just under 5.5 to go during the first. That one broken up. Delenio. Nice start for the penalty kill here for St. John's as he dumps back into the Rutgers zone. And Nunad will leave this one for Gavin Reeder. Reeder from the corner. That one dribbles its way across the crease. It reaches Zimmerman. And St. John's pokes it back out. Back into the Rutgers zone here with Nunad. Able to steer clear of DeLoya, and now here for Zimmerman. Board battle. Back out here to Reeder. Down to just 30 seconds to go here on this Rutgers power play. Haven't been able to get a clean shot off yet in this one. An errant pass. Going to force Reeder to retreat back to his own zone. Zimmerman stays on side, carries into the zone. Just 10 seconds now in the power play. Zimmerman in behind the net, Reeder, and that one got by Gorskov, and a successful penalty kill for St. John's on their first attempt of the evening. Zimmerman again carries in. Stops on a dime, changes direction to the point. Nunad back here for Zimmerman. Slides that one across. Reeder's shot went wide. Nunad flips it over to Zimmerman. Gorskov. Didn't have his head up there, and now this is going to lead to a breakaway try for St. John's. They had a golden opportunity. A little bit out ahead there of Bold. Couldn't handle it with the stick. And now Rutgers in transition, coming the other way, but we've got an offside whistle. 3:13 to go here in the first. Inoue finding Acuna. Puts this one up ahead with a shot going wide from Vea. Loose puck. Acuna was brought down, and we're going to have a penalty upcoming here against St. John's. And now Rutgers, with the extra skater out there with the ensuing penalty, looks to take advantage. And another penalty here against St. John's. They're going to send Gargano to the box for 2 minutes. So Rutgers goes right back on the power play, 2:41 to go in the period. Nunad. Now Reeder fires and he scores. Number 2 on the night for Gavin Reeder. Made to the 5-0 Rutgers lead here in the first, and after being shut out on the power play their first time around, the Scarlet Knights cash in rather quickly here. And here's McIsaac skating in at the far board. Possession wrestled for St. John's in their own zone. They look to clear. Scarlet Knights here with Calandra. Possession of the offensive zone. Behind the net. McIsaac. backed up to the point, and this one now free at center. Downs tried to put that one up ahead. It was broken up, taken back here by St. John's, and that shot deflects out of play off the stick of Bold. Bold and Zimmerman here on the face-off. One by St. John's. Witowski lost his footing there momentarily, got tangled up. Shot went wide, and now Campanaro slides one over to Dorskov. In front there to break that one up is Snyder. DeLoya. He went down to the ice and lost it. Dorskov fires a shot, and that one is saved by Pistone. Inside of a minute left here in the first. Dorskov for Campanaro, tried to slide one to the weak side. Nobody home. St. John's the other way. Witowski standing in. DeLoya deflects one beneath the goal line. Now scooped up here by Zimmerman. Looks for the outlet. That one broken up. And puck out of play with 23.8 to go. And what's been a dominant opening period for the Scarlet Knights here on senior night. At center ice, Nunad wins the face-off. Will Daly dumped it in, took a hit as well on the near side. Another puck out of play, but in the netting. And so another face-off ensuing here. This one won by Reeder. Fu fires a quick shot on a pad save by Pistone. 11.8 to go now. Fu's gonna have the retreat on this one. Gargano standing in. Nice job to get to that puck. Fu able to wall him off. This one behind the net. And that brings us to the end of our opening period here in South Brunswick. A dominant one for the host Scarlet Knights. 5 goals in the opening 20 minutes, and they lead the shots on goal 23-4. This is ACHA Division III men's hockey on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We'll take a break and be back for the start of period number 2. And back live here in South Brunswick. Start of the second period, moments away. Rutgers and St. John's here in the ACHA. Final game of the regular season here on a Sunday night. And it was a dominant opening 20 minutes for the Scarlet Knights. They lead 5-0 as we open up the second with a shot from St. John's' Chris Gargano, and the save made in net. And a change in the crease here to start this second period for Rutgers. It's Alec Duty who is now the netminder for the Scarlet Knights. Lucas Cohen got the start, played the first period. Saved all 4 shots that came his way. In the defensive zone, Scarlet Knights. This one played across for Avery Acuna. He's got some family and friends in attendance. One of the 2 seniors honored tonight. Right on the doorstep was Acuna. He nearly had a goal on senior night, but he was denied. Well, they did at the crossbar. Now the other way, Gargano skates in. You might have been able to hear the groans there from some of the family and friends in attendance. So close. Board battle in the corner. That one deflected out towards the point. Acuna will collect here on the near side. Acuna tried to slip into space. Had it poked free, taken out from underneath him by Swiatowski. And now Delineo skates in. Tried to get to the backhand. It was kicked away by Duty. Takes a trip around the boards, comes to the near side for Snyder. And sent back around, now recovered by Campanaro, sends it up ahead. Long outlet here for DeLoya, who fires a shot, and it goes wide. And then behind the net, Scarlet Knights recover the puck. Nikita Gorshkov leaves this one here for Zimmerman. Puts it in behind Campanaro. Back to Zimmerman. His shot went wide. And off the rebound, Snyder looks to bring here through center for St. John's. Delineo had it poked free. Arrested now with Campanaro in his own zone. Up ahead for Gorshkov. Zimmerman into the slot, broken up. Back out to the point here. Katapovic tried to dump it in down low. Back here with Zimmerman. This one deflected. Pushed out ahead by DeLoya. St. John's going to make a change here as it's wrestled for in the corner. Comes free, Katapovic. Zimmerman able to collect it here. They did good positioning there on Fogarty. Gargano standing in. Katapovic picks his pocket, takes it back. Numbers the other way here through center for Rutgers and Gorshkov. Gorshkov leaves it. Katapovic, his shot, and the save made by Pistone. Or did it deflect in? They're going to say goal for Katapovic. Looks like it deflected off of Pistone and ricocheted into the net. So that makes it a 6-0 lead for Rutgers. It was a bit of an anticlimactic reaction by both Rutgers and St. John's. But Katapovic has his second of the year, and it's 6-0 Scarlet Knights. This one put in front now, and Denied on the doorstep was Calandra. This one down the other way, and the puck iced behind Awad Duty. Just over 4 minutes gone by here, second period. McIsaac takes the face-off and wins it against Delenio. Delenio now had it right in front of the crease. He was tripped. McIsaac recovers. Leaves it in behind here for Andres. Andres tries the wraparound shot. Blocked in front. Back out to the point, and that shot went wide. That time from Will Daly. Scooped up here by Fu, who brings it to the far corner. St. John's looks to dump out of the zone. Unsuccessful there. Comes free near side to Landra. Calandra with some space, whiffed on the shot. Broken up, Fu able to punch it back over towards McIsaac. We got a loose stick that flies out of the hand of McIsaac that time. We got a shove afterwards. And some words exchanged. That was a physical sequence there, that last 45 seconds or so. And possession was kind of up in the air. Puck was free around the net that time. A lot of hard checking going on from both sides. We have a face-off won once again by the Scarlet Knights in the offensive zone, but they turn it over. Gold, the closest man to it for St. John's. And rest back here with the Scarlet Knights. And Nunad standing in. Shot fired from the point. And Reeder, that one went wide. Take it back here by Deloya. Deloya let one fly from downtown. Stopped in front by Duty, who leaves it here for Zimmerman. Here's Acuna. This pass broken up momentarily there by Fogarty. Fogarty sends this one up along here for Deloya, and his shot gloved by Duty. Raider finds some space. And they'll have to retreat on this one now. Acuna battling for it in the corner. Snyder trying to steer clear of him. Freed up in front, and the shot saved by Pistone. And no way was denied that time. Back with Nunad here. Zimmerman scoops it up. He's got Reeder if he wants him. Instead, Zimmerman skating out towards the point. Puck deflected. Acuna trying to get possession of it behind the net. Pushed out ahead by Deloya. That one off the stick of Gargano. Nunad, nifty move into space up ahead. Zimmerman. Zimmerman trying to get to his backhand there. It was broken up. Gargano collects the outlet. Broken up. Inoue's got it now. Big hit along the near side. Puck free and behind the net. Wraps its way around the boards right in front of the Scarlet Knight bench. Taken here by Ethan Fogarty. Fogarty with some room. And Rutgers collects once again in their own zone. Brought out ahead by Dean Campanaro. Campanaro passing traffic. That one's broken up. Quinn Danvers lost his step there as he was pursuing the puck. It trickles down to the corner. And we've got a stoppage with 11:39 left to go here in the second period. And we've got a penalty against the Scarlet Knights. Tim Downs going to go to the box for 2 minutes. So St. John's gets their first crack at the power play tonight. And they win the faceoff. Controlled here up top, and now this one poked free. And Nunad's got just one man to beat, and he does. Mateo Nunad shorthanded with his 18th of the year. Makes this a 7-0 game. And Snyder simply got his pocket picked at the point. St. John's, they had the advantage and just lack of focus that time, taken away by Nunad, and he converts. Power play continues on. Another minute and a half up there on the penalty timer for St. John's. This one swept in front. Backhand try by Swiatowski is saved. .11:02 to go in the second. Campanaro and Delanio have this face-off. Gorshkov gonna trap this one down in the corner. Snyder regains the puck. Swiatowski cross ice. There for Natola, and out ahead here for Swiatowski. Gargano to Letts. Campanaro on his case there. 45 seconds left on this power play. Pass broken up. It reached the high slot. Scarlet Knights poking at it. Back here with Snyder. Snyder puts one aside, and a shot and a score. Swiatowski gets St. John's on the board here in the second period. And the weight off the shoulders of the visitors as they get in the scoring column. A lot of work to do, but with 10:08 to go in the second, they convert on their first power play of the night. And back to even strength here with Vela getting into the offensive zone for Rutgers. And Gress, the man on the puck here for the Scarlet Knights, on through center. And Gress getting in behind. Able to find McIsaac. That shot stopped and saved by Pistone. Madizik tried to sweep one in front of the crease. Nobody was home. Second effort, and the shot high and out of play off the stick of Brady Vela. .9:13 left here in the second. Madizik takes the face-off against Bold. This one will take a ride around the boards. Collected here by Downs. Patapovic standing on in. He's got Vela aside him, got all the way to the front, and a couple shots saved here by Pistone, who's got him in the breadbasket now for St. John's. Well, it is remarkable with 8:40 left to go in the second. Pistone has made 26 saves. There's been 33 shots on goal for the Scarlet Knights. They have peppered him from the opening moments of this one. Nunad slides it up top to the point. Downs. Down low behind the net. Acuna had it pop free. Campbell into traffic. Worked its way to Delenio. Acuna wins the putt back. That gets him some cheers. Now Acuna in front. Oh, he got to the backhand and it was swept wide. Wiatowski, who's got the goal tonight for St. John's. Oh, he took a huge hit. And he is down in a hurry. Took a huge hit from Patapovic, and luckily he's able to get up rather quickly and stayed off under his own power. A blindsided hit there that he took, and you hope everything's all right. Obviously, good sign that he was able to get up quickly and stayed off. It's going to be a major penalty. Patapovic will be put away for 5 minutes here with 7:50 left in the second. Referees still getting this one sorted. And with the 5 minutes up on the penalty timer, it would be a elongated power play for St. John's. 5 out of the net's nearly 8 minutes. They'll have the extra skater out there. And so perhaps a chance for St. John's to try and chip away here. We'll be on the power play for the next 4 minutes and 52 seconds. As Rutgers quickly clears. Scarlet Knights have scored a shorthanded goal tonight. Standing in, Snyder. Gargano, he fires a shot and it goes wide. Deflected off the referee. It's lodged in the corner, taken by Bold, and now cutting through the slot and lost his footing there was Natola. Was going to have a really good look at it. This one played back in front. Gargano. That one was knocked free from behind. Looks like Nunad might have gotten a piece of it. Another big hit on that far side. This one free here for Bold, who handles at center ice, and drop back now for Giordano. This one pushed out ahead. Giordano was tripped up. We're going to have another penalty against the Scarlet Knights here. It's going to be a tripping call against Tim Downs. And this is going to turn into 5-on-3 for St. John's for the next 2 minutes. Still 3:45 left up on the major penalty timer against Patapovich. So St. John's with a real opportunity here in the second period. Comes to the near side here for DeLoya. DeLoya behind the net. Fogarty gets to this puck at the point. Fogarty, that one kicked off the skate of Campanaro. And we've got a whistle. Not too sure what it's about. But we pause here with 5:53 to go in the second. Calls for a face-off, won by the Scarlet Knights, back with Acuna. We got past Natola, and St. John's gonna retreat on this puck in their own zone. To Snyder, who brings it through center. Snyder with the entry. Walled off by a couple Scarlet Knights, including Acuna, and they clear once again. Penalty kill doing a great job. Giordano recovers deep in his own zone. Got to be wary there. Campanaro able to break it up. Down to 30 seconds remaining here of 5-on-3. A little over 2 minutes left on the penalty against Patapovich. This one set aside. Shot by Bold was blocked in front. Back up top with Snyder. Now Gold standing in, finds some space, was saved by Duty, but on the rebound they score. Tommy Natola makes this a 7-2 game. And so it becomes 5-on-4 after St. John's with 9 seconds remaining. Cash in with 5-on-3 out on the ice. Still another minute 54 on the power play. And they win the faceoff at center ice. Out towards Zimmerman. Trapped it along the board, had it poked free from behind him by Danvers. Scarlet Knights clear once again. Danvers able to trap it at center ice. He was knocked down to the ice. Zimmerman got tangled up with him. Danvers pursuing the puck, finds some space, lets one go, and it's wide. 4 minutes left here in the second. That's a shot that goes wide. A wrister from DeLoya. And the net becomes dislodged behind Duty. Looks like the Peds are all square now. Bat set to go. St. John's with these penalties against Rutgers. A lot more time here in the offensive zone here in the second period. Didn't see them on this end much in that opening period. 5-0 Rutgers, the score after one. Another collision down in the corner. No whistle this time. Board battle ensuing in the corner. This one poked free. Nikita Gorshkov recovers it near side and poked back towards Ian Fu in the Rutgers zone. Gorshkov puts it aside here for Zimmerman. Zimmerman skating around, he fired, and the effort to no avail, trying to get back to it, Pistone, and Zimmerman with a beautiful goal to make it 8-2. And Pistone was playing that opposite post. Zimmerman knew he would have some space and able to tuck that one in with 3:02 to go in the second. It's an 8-2 Rutgers lead. Rutgers still standing shorthanded, looking to tack on here with Nunad. Or I should say back to even strength, my apologies, after the goal. Raiders shot, that one pops up in the air. Off the pad there of Pistone. Behind the net. Covered by Bold, and now out ahead, Giordano's got some space to work. The shot goes high. Inoue, nice job to stay in front. Inoue now leaves this one for Campbell. Standing in, Campbell. Inoue. Pulls this one back out. Fires a wrister, that one kicked aside by Pistone. Reeder behind the net. This one freed up, back at the point. Nunad's shot goes wide. Rutgers has been dominant when it's been even strength. The turnover here. Played out wide here for Giordano. Couldn't get the shot off. Atundi down in front of him. His wrister saved by Duty. Side here for Nunad. Plays it right by Fogarty. Shot from the point. That one tipped and deflects behind the net. Deloya brought it in the zone. It was poked free. Campbell now for Nunad. Nunad back for Inoue. His shot goes wide. Under a minute to go here in the period. Duty's got the glove raised, and it is an icing call with 50.7 left. Andress off the face-off. His shot was blocked in front. Trying to put it through traffic. Velo whiffs on that one. Deflects back up top, and the Scarlet Knights recover in the neutral zone. With Andress looking for McIsaac. Danvers tries to clear. Back underneath with McIsaac. 30 seconds left in the period. He put one in front. It was loose there in the crease. And swiped aside by Pistone. Scarlet Knights out of the fray with the puck. Shot from McIsaac saved. Less than 10 seconds here in the second. Comes back out to Fu. His shot reaches a defender in front, up in the air. And we've got some extracurricular here after the whistle. Danvers and Vela getting into it momentarily there. The side separated as the second period comes to a close. St. John's does get on the board, 2 goals in the period, but it's the Scarlet Knights with a commanding 8-2 lead as we head to the final period of regulation here in South Brunswick. Live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We'll be back. And back live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Start of the third period here in South Brunswick. Rutgers on top of St. John's, 8-2. ACHA Men's Division III Ice Hockey live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. I'm Aaron Hook. Thank you, everybody, for being with us. Rutgers has dominated this one from the start. Scarlet Knights here in their season finale in the regular season. And they'll look to wrap this one up and secure a first-place finish in the MCHC Atlantic Division. And the puck down the other way is iced. St. John's shut out in the first period. It was 5-0 Rutgers after one. St. John's did net a couple in that second period, but Rutgers ultimately outscoring them 3-2. Here on senior night, two seniors honored before the game in Avery Acuna, the Morris Catholic product from Little Falls, New Jersey, along with Alec Duty, who remains in net for the Scarlet Knights. This is Kai Inoue handling the puck, bringing it forward and broken up now in the neutral zone. And Rager knocks it aside. Gavin Reeder handling a shot and a score for guess who? Avery Acuna on senior night is going to skate over to his friends and celebrate. Well, he's had a couple chances tonight, and he's been on the doorstep a couple times. We've heard oohs and ahs every time he's touched the puck. And Acuna, that's his first goal of the year here in the regular season finale. Great moment here in South Brunswick. Makes it a 9-2 Rutgers lead. Scarlet Knights look to tack on with Gorskov. Before him, we've got a whistle. Stops play. Downs bites it off the board, playing it over for Gorskov, who skates in. Gorskov, double team, puck free. Scooped up there by Danvers, back here with Daly. Daly forges forward, that one slipped underneath the stick of Zimmerman. Back here with Dardano. Dardano plays one out ahead. Crashing in was Danvers. Shot from Dardano high and wide. And a fluttering puck is into the glove there of Duty, who will just sit on this one. Face off here. Andress against Delino, and Calandra now. Board battle won here by the Scarlet Knights. Behind the net, Calandra. This one broken up, swept aside. Danvers reaching out for it. Comes here to Inoue. Puts this one ahead. Andress into space. Andress tries to put one aside. Nice play. Danvers broke that one up. remains here with the Scarlet Knights. Back out to the point for NOA. Trying to play one into the slot. It got past Calandra that time. And recovered here by Ian Fu, the freshman. Danvers rockets this one around the board. Comes free at the point there. There's a quick touch for Aaron Rodriguez. Physical play behind the net. Bold able to win the puck. Send it back out to the point here for Natola. And a stoppage. 16:03 left here in regulation. Face off deflect to the point. A shot from Natola going wide, and Fu collects beneath the goal line. Out to the near side, collision. Natola tied up with Rodriguez. Natola banks it back. Plays it off the board here for DeLoya. And now Dardano with a shot. Deflected partially there by Inoue. Puck flutters to the opposite side and brought forward now by Campbell. On through center. Campbell puts this one aside. Back to Campbell. Puts one in front, and the save made. Beautifully done by Pistone. Brilliant chance in front there for the Scarlet Knights. Denied on the doorstep. And in no way back to retrieve it. Mateo Nunad. Campbell back for Nunad in the corner. Danvers. St. John's looks to clear. Held in the zone by Rutgers. Put in front for Campbell. He tried to shovel one over to a waiting Rodriguez. Here's a shot from the point. Redirect, and it was right there on the crease. It was swept away. Right at the last moment by Fogarty. Nunad recovers. Bouncing puck. That one knocked aside by Pistone. Back here with Downs. Downs skates into space, into the zone. Downs took a big hit as he climbed his way through traffic. This has turned out to be a pretty physical game. We've seen some big hits, a few penalties on both sides. We pause with 14 minutes on the dot left to go. And we go back to the neutral zone for a face-off. No way here for Campanaro. This one slides its way to the far side. Dardano, long outlet up ahead. It got by Bold. Standing dangerously there was Inoue, and now it is picked off. Dardano, space in front, he fires, and the save made by Duty with the glove. Dardano reaching out for it, deflects right into his lap. Dardano steering clear of Danvers that time, put it into traffic. Gorshkov with Dardano right on his case, and now he's tripped up. And it's a 2-on-1 here for St. John's. That one put in front, and it got by Bold, who would have had only Duty to beat. Right in front of the crease. Here's a quick wrister saved by Pistone. Sharp angle shot. That one is a goal. Going top shelf. Campanaro, it made its way around the top of the net that time. And Rutgers into double digits. It's a 10-2 game with 12:40 left. Fourth of the year for Dean Campanaro. And with the 10-2 lead, if St. John's does not cut into this lead, we're going to have a running clock the rest of the way. We're down to 12 minutes and change here remaining in this one. And the net behind Pistone out of place, and they'll fix that up. And the clock does pause here with 12:05 to go. Here's Daly, quick wrister. That one saved with the pads there by Pistone. This one trickles down the other way, and this becomes an icing. And the clock does stop again, so perhaps I misspoke. Looks like they were running it after the goal. And now it pauses once again after the icing call. In the offensive zone, Rutgers wins another faceoff. Trickles out to the point. Daly's shot was blocked. Deflected off a skate there. Nice find underneath, and Pistone makes the stop. St. John's looks to clear. It's Rutgers out of the pack with it in the corner. Was handled by McIsaac. We're back here with Brady Vela. Vela standing in. Into the slot. Fires his shot and knocked down with the glove by Pistone. Recovered here by McIsaac. Behind the net, Calandra. Vela able to recover, swipes it up to the point. Shot blocked from Fu, and we've got a whistle with 10:56 to go. And a penalty called against St. John's, so Rutgers goes back on the power play here with 10:56 left. Tommy Natola booked for 2 minutes. One back to the Rutgers zone. Avery Acuna's on it. Flipped it to the near side. Daly in transition. Leaves this one for Downs. Clean entry into the zone. Downs wraps this one around the boards in the corner. Daly. That shot goes wide. Inoue now. That shot saved off the stick of Acuna. Pistone makes another big time stop. On the way back down to his opposite netminder. And now at duty. Brought on through center by Inoue. Inoue puts it in front. Quick wrister save made by Pistone. Brilliant stop there. Some quality opportunities here on the power play for the Scarlet Knights. Unable to cash in. And a wrister by Downs is saved by Pistone. So Rutgers came in with a 11-point advantage in the MCHC Atlantic Division over Fairfield. Rutgers with a win will finish 45 points on the year. Another save made here with 9:28 left to go. .32 seconds remaining here on this power play for the Scarlet Knights. Off the face-off. Inoue at the point. Put to the side. Quick shot is saved once again by Pistone. He kicks it away. Recovered here by Downs. Puck was free there for a moment. Back here with Downs. Downs over towards Acuna. Acuna in the corner. Puck worked its way across the crease. 5 seconds left on this power play. Inoue going to get one in the net. Pistone stopped it. It was freed up, but it popped over the net and now back to even strength as the penalty expires. St. John's now able to clear out of their own zone. Calandra dumps in. Here comes Fu up ahead. Outlet here for Aaron Rodriguez. Back over to Fu. Banks off the board behind the net. And Downs has control of it. Zimmerman gets it right back in the slot. He fires. And a stop made by Pistone. .809 left to go in the regular season finale. So momentum heading into the postseason for Rutgers. Postseason going to begin on Friday. Fu down in the corner. Puts it in behind the net for Calandra, who got tangled up there momentarily with Snyder. Able to recover. Put one in front for Vela. That's broken up. St. John's carries out of their own zone here with Bold. He's got nobody with him. Put that one up ahead. Fu back behind the net here for Zimmerman. Fu on through center. Into the O zone with a shot. Save made by Pistone. The puck was up for grabs. Zimmerman came crashing in late. Velo working for the puck here. Carried out of the zone by St. John's. Isaac knocks this one aside for Vela. Scooped up here by Tommy Natola. Slotowski with the outlet. Wrister save made by Duty. Deflection scooped up here by Zimmerman. He brings it forward. Jamie Zimmerman enters the zone. Quick shot is saved by Pistone. We pause with just over 6 minutes left. Off the face-off, Rutgers has it. He got it to the point quickly there. Back down to the corner for Gorshkov. Palanger tried to turn and fire there. Looking back up. Puck up for grabs in the neutral zone. In no way. Here for Andres. And another near collision. Yeah, we talked about been a physical game. We've seen some big hits. Players getting tangled up. In no way. Beneath the goal line. Collects this puck. St. John's wins it back with a quick wrister right into the glove of Duty off the stick there of Delanino. Face-off taken by the Scarlet Knights and Daly. Resets behind his own goal. Gets this one out ahead to McIsaac in transition on the zone entry. McIsaac left the puck behind him. Nice stick work that time by Danvers to poke it free. Down the other way, Delanino. Downs able to stay clear of him. McIsaac brings the puck in once again, fires a shot, and Pistone able to get in front of that puck. Back here with Palanger, tries to fire a quick shot, broken up in the slot. Vela fires, and that's blocked by Danvers. Worked its way back up to Daly, who has his shot blocked, and now St. John's with numbers the other way. This one's put aside. Backhand try from Gargano, save made by Duty. Guys it back towards center. We're at rest here with Natola. And back over to Snyder here for St. John's. Gargano. Clean entry. Rifles one towards the corner. Sharp angle shot broken up and taken by Downs. Natola back towards the near side. Nunad reached out for it with his stick. Collected here. They put one in front. Where Rodriguez was waiting on it. Never reached him. Back up to the point. Fu looks for Rodriguez and snuffed past him. Here's Campanaro to a crasher in the slot. They're looking for Rodriguez right now. He regains it. Three minutes left to go in this one. The other way, Delanino fires, and the glove save. With 2:54 remaining. And this one all but wrapped up for Rutgers. A wire-to-wire victory for the Scarlet Knights. Scoring just moments into this one and never looking back. That one in the crease, reaching out for it. Hey, John, that's one of the better chances they've had all night. And Fu collects in his own zone, and we're going to have a penalty. This one's going to go on Rodriguez of Rutgers. With 2:36 to go, so we'll go to the sin bin for a couple minutes. Be a tripping call against Rodriguez. St. John's back on the power play where they have scored tonight. Victorious face-off. They've got it here in the zone. Slap shot from the point, deflects out of play. St. John's running it out of their own zone. 2 minutes left to go in this one. Gargano with Vela poking at it from behind. Push back up to the point. Natola aside with a shot by Snyder, and on the redirect, they score. So a deflection in front by Chris Gargano gets St. John's a late goal, and makes it a 10-3 game with 1:44 left. We'll see if St. John's ends up with the last laugh in this one. As we move back to even strength after the goal. Taken here by Andres, staying on the puck. They put one in front, and backhand try, they score. The quick answer for Nikita Gorskov. Took 18 seconds for the Scarlet Knights to answer back. Made it 11-3, 126 up on the board. Gorskov, it's his 8th of the year. This is Danvers standing back towards his zone. Deflect, and Duty will just cover this one up. 65 seconds to go. Calandra pokes it ahead. Wrestled for McIsaac over towards Downs. Puck free near side. Still wrestled for now. Calandra out of the pack with it. Calandra trying to get back to his forehand and was broken up by Danvers. 30 seconds left. Another big hit here along the near side. Physicality continuing here late in this one. And a stop it to a 17.4. As we pause on the offside call. Looks like maybe one final face-off here. In the neutral zone. Taken by St. John's. Deflected over here to the near side. And no way. Swipes it over for Acuna. Final ticks here in this one. A dominant home victory to end the regular season for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. 11-3 the final. A game they had control of from the jump. They register 58 shots on goal, and they bury 11 of them to finish the regular season 16-9-0, 48 points, a first-place finish in the MCHC Atlantic Division. And ending the regular season on a fantastic note here on senior night. Alec Duty plays 2 full periods. And Avery Acuna nets his first goal of the season. The 2 seniors making a big impact in Rutgers' dominant win here tonight. One final time, 11-3 here from South Brunswick. I've been Aaron Hood. Big thank you to our entire Breakout Sports broadcasting crew, as always, and thank you, everybody, for tuning in here on this Sunday night.